Hi everyone, hope you're well. This video is some insights for the week coming up, which also includes the Aries New Moon on Friday, 1st of April. So these pictures here are from my walk yesterday, showing spring in the UK. It was just warm and really lovely outside, looking a bit grey today, so glad I took these pictures yesterday. Okay, so I didn't think I'd have much to say today beyond what I've already said about March, but when I knew I was doing this video and tuned in, three main messages came through really clearly to me. So they are what's written on the screen here: dreams, what you deserve, and upgrades. So I'm going to start with dreams. The message is pay attention to your dreams at the moment. They're giving you messages. Now, that's always true, but it's extra true at the moment. So often our dreams are just the subconscious processing and storing and interpreting the input they've received during the day. But at the moment, dreams are really our subconscious guiding us and advising us. So note the messages that your dreams give them. I do suggest writing them down. There's been times I've done this in the middle of the night because you go back to sleep and you forget. So if a message feels that clear and that powerful and important, write it down, even if it is during the middle of the night. I'd also suggest communicating with your subconscious mind before you go to sleep. So tell it your concerns, ask for advice and guidance through your dreams and direction, and see what information your dreams bring you. And do this all with faith and trust and belief that it will work and that it will guide you. I think the more open-minded you are, the more you can receive with dreams and with everything in life. So that's the first message about dreams. Second one is about what you deserve. So this won't apply to everyone, but it does feel like a really important message, so it will apply to some of you. Some people are in situations where they're being treated badly. We know this is happening on a global scale where we've seen abuse and coercion, total disrespect, control, hatred, all stemming from fear. And I'm being reminded that some people, I mean, most of us in some way, but some people really are experiencing this on an individual level as well. And this might be at home or with a family or in relationships or with other people or work or groups you belong to. And to those people experiencing this really strongly right now, I would say, number one, it's not your fault. Number two, you don't deserve it. And number three, things will get better. So you can remove yourself from difficult or toxic situations or people if you need to. And I've seen some really brave, strong people doing this recently. But I know it's not always so easy or so possible to do that. So for now, if you're stuck in a situation like that, use your protection. Okay, protect yourself from bad, difficult energies. So I talk a lot about nature and release, and these are good for helping the way you feel, but it's not always enough when the energies around you are so bad. So the next level is your protection. So salt, get sea salt and carry a little pouch of it with you in your bag or in your pocket. Quartz is good. The crystals I've pulled for today are quartz, clear quartz again, black crystals, which will absorb negative energies, and yellow tiger's eye for protection. Also visualization, so surround yourself with a cloak of white light for protection and visualize your white aura around you and put a silver metal shell around it and know that that's impermeable to anything that can harm you. So that felt like an important message to put out to some of you today. Third message was about upgrading. So I just wanted to explain this idea a little bit because I've heard a lot of people talk about it. And it's the idea that illness, it could be cold or flu or whatever else, stomach bugs, that kind of thing. First idea that illness is a release of built up toxins and waste and negativity in the body and the mind. So to look at illness that way. And the second idea is that that is an energy upgrade. So after the release of the waste and the baggage, once that's all gone and you're feeling better, your energy is upgraded, like being at a higher point on an energy scale. And I do think there is something in that. And this also reminds me, as I'm speaking, of Louise Hay, her classic book, You Can Heal Your Life, which gives the spiritual meaning of different illnesses and ailments in different parts of the body. So that's a really good book worth looking up if you're interested in that kind of thing. And I also want to mention just general symptoms, which may not be illness, but signs of that you're going through an energy upgrade. So it can be digestive upset, just feeling tired, exhausted, emotional, like extra emotional without specific reasons. Sometimes it's a kind of a desperate feeling and often trouble sleeping. So it's very uncomfortable when you're feeling these feelings. But when you settle at the next energetic level, it's ultimately good. So a lot of people are experiencing that quite strongly at the moment. So I'm not a doctor, but looking at your physical and like emotional and mental symptoms in this way can be very insightful. So that's the third message for today. Okay, let me click over to the cards and the crystals I've pulled. So this is for today and going into the next week. I don't know about you, but last week I found difficult, and I know a lot of other people did as well. So the things I've already talked about will help with that. And these cards give some insight as well. So the crystals we've got along the bottom, as I said, we've got clear quartz, which will steady your energy field when you're feeling jumpy or unstable. So these are my crystals in the photo, and I'll often just put it in my bag or my pocket and carry it around or just on my desk to kind of, because that's where I spend a lot of time. Or just looking at pictures of crystals and tuning into the energy that way helps too. The middle one is a black obsidian. So the black crystals give a strong field of protection, and they absorb negative energies and transmute them and get rid of them. So that's good as well. And then we've got yellow tiger's eye. So it's a reminder that you will get through whatever you're going through at the moment. And the yellow strengthens the willpower. And it's nice to see that under the sun card as well. So as I was shuffling the cards, I got this message. People who are doing the wrong things know it, and they are feeling scared and nervous at the moment. So that. The main card I pulled was this first one. So that card just popped out of the deck, and it's the Four of Cups. Cups are always about emotions. And in this card, so what it shows in the picture, this guy's sitting here and he's got his 3 cups. He's looking at them. He's taken a bit of time out, which is good, to stop and think and look at his 3 cups. Now, having 3 cups is okay, but his crossed arms show that he's not satisfied. It doesn't feel like enough. And then this hand, which in the tarot, the hand on its own is always the hand of God, is reaching out and offering him a cup. It's like the cup in the Ace of Cups, which is a really good card. But he's not really looking at it. He's not really aware of it or accepting it. And I wonder, is he afraid? Or he's wondering, is this what I really want? And the message is, yes, it is. You can trust what's being offered to you at the moment. You can trust what comes up out of the blue because it will help you. Okay. This hand is a hand of help and support, and it might be offered from an unexpected source, but the message is that it's okay to take it. Or if it's an opportunity, take it. You don't have to let it pass you by. It's for something really good. So another message of this card is just not to sit and sort of be outside of things, but to go out and do things and mix with people more. And there are more opportunities to do that at the moment. And this card's also saying it is time to get back out there and do things to the extent that you can, depending on where you are at the moment. So that's a really nice message from the 3 of Cups. It's kind of saying, are you static and stuck with just a bit, when actually you could have more. And because it's cups, you could have more joy and happiness and satisfaction. So when something good comes in, take it. Don't be too worried. Don't get stuck in worry, because you don't need to be. It's safe. Okay, then we've got the Hanged Man. So I was quite happy with just that read of the Four of Cups for the week, but bottom of the deck had these 2 extra cards, which do add something to the reading. So the Hanged Man is saying that when you stop and pause, it's a card about pause, the solutions and ideas you need will come to you. You just need to create that space for it. So it is a card of waiting, and change may not happen straight away, but they will happen in the future. And it also reminds us that meditation is what creates that space for the ideas to come. So meditation doesn't have to be sitting down in the quiet with your legs crossed, just having an empty mind. It can be walking. It can be just pausing, looking out the window, creating that little space where you're not staring at something or doing something, just to allow, like in dreams, the subconscious to bring through messages and insights to help guide you along the way. So that's the Hanged Man. And so nice to see the sun card. I mean, in the UK here, we're experiencing some really nice sun at the moment, but this card is always positive. It's saying that positive outcome is on its way. It's the best card in the deck for predicting positive outcomes, even if there are obstacles. This overrides the obstacles. It says that things will work out in the end. And for me, I see a link between the sun and this hand of God here in the Four of Cups, because that reminds me of the Ace of Cups. And with the sun and this little nod to the Ace of Cups, it just leads to the best possible outcomes, whenever that may be. But we're heading in that direction. So everyone, I hope some of those messages are helpful or relevant to you. I hope it gives you some guidance going into the next week and a positive outlook. One other thing I wanted to mention, I keep getting the song popping into my head, Reason to Believe. You'll find it on YouTube. Loads of artists have covered it. It was written by an American I looked up called Tim Harden, and he died really young, 1980, at the age of 39. So I think drugs and things were involved in that. But his version of the song is kind of folk. I think a classic version is the Rod Stewart version. The one I like is Vonda Shepherd. So I'll put a link to that version in below. But just that message, Reason to Believe, just being Pollyanna-ish and hopeful and positive and looking for the best isn't just empty. It's not just being Pollyanna and pretending everything's okay and will be okay, even if it's not. There are definite reasons to believe in that, and that's something to hold on to. So thank you for listening, everyone. Have a good week, and I'll be back next weekend. I've got a bit of time off work after the end of this week, so I'm hoping to make some extra videos as well. So take care and talk next time. Bye-bye.